Hey, Rob, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, Schaefer? Man, I'll tell you, I went to the school the other day and I was suffering, bro. It was like 100 degrees.
Really? Like, 100 degree? Well, what's the benefit of suffering?
I don't know. I think we should talk about that, though. Let's figure it out. Open Mat Chronicles. Why suffer? All right, you guys, welcome back. Another episode of Open Mat Chronicles. 1865 Rod here. And we got Schaefer up in the house. What's up, Schaefer?
What's going on, everybody? Schaefer's in the house. Welcome back to Open Mat Chronicles. Hey, Rod. So, we were talking about something. It was a good one. So we talked about, well, you know what I used to always say. I still always say it, right? I was like, get comfortable being uncomfortable, right? But should your gym be comfortable, or like, is there any benefit to suffering?
Is there value in suffering, right?
Is there value in suffering?
I don't know. Let's talk about that. Let's definitely talk about it. I think there's a lot to unpack.
All right. So I guess what I'm thinking, right, let's say you're coming to class and it's very Spartan, right? It's like there's no place for you to sit. There's no place for you to.
There's some rocks, a couple boulders.
Right, yeah, exactly. There's like you know, they've got their mats because you got to have mats, right? But let's just say there's like, that's it, man. It's just mats and people, and it's like 115 degrees.
Big metal garage door that just like slides down.
Yes,
those the aluminum ones.
Right.
You're like baking inside.
It's like a
No
dungeon.
music, nothing. Just
my God.
Just hear a pin drop.
Right, and no music, man. That's a whole
That'll
thing
be
in
rough for me,
itself.
'cause
We're some musical people. But what do you think, man? Like,
man,
what's,
well, that
what's
wouldn't
the
be.
plus?
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be a place for me personally. I wouldn't like that.
Okay.
Maybe I'm soft, dude. I want comfort. I want some air conditioning. But I will say this: is there really a benefit to like just rolling at 100 degrees? Like I've never really seen the value in that. Unless, let's say you were going to compete in a tournament and that location didn't have air conditioning, it was going to be 100 degrees, then I would do it.
Right,
Just
for
to train for
acclimation.
that specific event. Yeah, I don't want to be caught off guard. But outside of that, I would think I don't go to a lot of competitions, but the ones I've been to and even just observed and watched, it's nice and comfortable in
Pretty
there.
nice in there.
It's very nice.
Yeah. Big, giant, open gym.
Yeah, it's
or
the
warehouse
temperature's
or
right.
whatever.
You're not I don't know. So
Well, all right.
it reminds me of the days of, like I said, back in the 70s, like the Gold's Gym. Like when you got serious with your weightlifting, I'm gonna go to Gold's Gym. It's like a dungeon. They got these big boulders for weights. You live there, and you would think that you get bigger, but you know what? Honestly, here it is. All these years later, look at the gyms now. They're comfortable. They got air conditioning. They're nice equipment, and people now are freaking jacked.
For sure.
You don't need to suffer to get results. That's my personal take on it. But what do you think?
Yeah. So, I mean, you can even look at that in the way some of our old military training has changed, right? Like, I think it's gotten, okay, now I'm going to sound really biased. I think it's gotten, like, too soft sometimes. But I remember talking to people from the 60s era when they went through, like, boot camp and all that prior to Vietnam. And they were telling me how soft my training was, you know. And I went through in the 90s. And they were like, "Oh man, you know,
come on, you
guys,
maggot!
Yeah, like you guys, they can't even hit you in the head with pans anymore, and like crazy stuff like that." But now I'm complaining because I'm like, "Oh man, they got like these cards. They can say, hey, I'm stressed out.'"
No way. I remember you told me that they lift up a card. You tell me a drill sergeant's in your face and you lift up a card.
That's it,
bro. I guarantee you that ain't happening right now under this administration.
Oh, probably not. They probably reverse that again. Yeah. But you know,
because if you're that soft, you shouldn't be fighting in the military.
Well, but here's the thing.
You shouldn't get triggered that easily.
Though, that we have a better fighting force now than we did even when I was in, and even before, 20, 30 years prior to that. I think
it's better because of technology, though.
Well, yes, but that's still part of it. So it's like, do you need the same kind of training to get the same kind of results? Like, I mean, listen, there's still warriors, man, out there. Like I wouldn't trade our military for any freaking military.
Yeah.
But that's having been trained the way training is now. Like I still think we've got the best fighting force out there. So then I take this to Jiu Jitsu and I go, all right, because we talked about this before. Are the guys from 20, 30 years ago that much better than the guys now who are training in like air conditioned environments, and they've got their acai bowls and all that stuff, and their matcha drinks and, and all that good crap. I think the guys now are probably better.
Yeah, they're better, but I wouldn't. But we can't attribute that to like all the luxuries and the, the comforts that come along with it. That's just part of it. But it's not why they're better.
Okay, it's not the be all end all.
Yeah.
But it has to play some kind of part. Like, because we mentioned, would they show up if it was 110 degrees every time they come to class? You know what I mean? At some point in time, don't they just go, oh, man, this is bullshit?
I could say that, like, anecdotally from my class on Wednesday night, bro, I always put the air conditioner on because I want to make it nice. I want to make it comfortable for my students to where they're engaged. And I have a fairly large class.
Right. And
I think that's one of the reasons they come on, because it's comfortable. They're getting what they want. They get a right amount of moves. They get some teaching. They get roll. They get, it's fun. It's a good environment. It's, I don't know. I've just seen it. I've seen other classes where there's no air conditioning, and it's like 96, 98 degrees in there, and people have gis on. And I look around, and the class is small.
Miserable.
And everybody looks miserable. They maybe done 2 rolls, and everybody's on the sideline just sitting there, just like, with this look on their face.
You're
like
right. They all got to take more time off.
Yeah.
They got to drink water.
They're done, dude.
They just go, man, I'm exhausted.
What's the benefit of that? They had 2 good rolls in, but like mine, they're rolling the whole duration of the class.
Absolutely.
They're getting their rolls in.
I would say it was 5 minutes on, 40 seconds off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, boom, right back at it.
Right back on it.
That's true. So, and I can see, but again, this is part of that whole comfort level in our school, though, right? Because we even talked about, listen, when people come visit or if they want to watch, we've got a nice little seating area. We've got like nice leather couches. We've got also the folding chairs.
So
a
little area right there, a little seating area. Yeah,
and chill. Like their families could come
Yeah.
in. Hell, we got a little section for when the Rugrats are running around. Like there's almost like a little daycare type enclosure area. They can play their toys and all that stuff in there. I think that matters, right?
I think it does.
And then, of course, music. Like, I know that if I were to train in silence,
it would be depressing.
It would beat me down, man.
Yeah.
It would. Now, I also know that there's plenty of schools that train in silence, and they put out great fighters, right?
Yeah.
They put out great fighters, and I just don't know how well I would, like, function there,
maybe just us, but yeah, it would be rough. Like for the music is a big part of it. Like if you hear like a good song coming on, it's like you almost want to dance. It makes you want to move and you want to let's go roll, man. Let's get it.
It's that flow state.
It's that flow. You get that flow state.
It feels like you're dancing on the mat.
Does on the mats. It's amazing.
100%. Hey, I don't know. This is for anybody out there. If you're running a class and you're not playing music, maybe you're doing it for a reason. That's cool. But have you ever tried playing music? Like run a class or two, play some music in the background, and then see what your students think. But then again, I don't know. Maybe they don't want to hear what their students.
Well, also too, you can control like I don't know, kind of the tempo of the rolls. Like sometimes on Friday night, if we just want to chill, we throw some reggae on, and it's just nice and chill. We're not putting on any. I don't know, Limp Bizkit or
death metal, right? Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
That I always tell people that when we were first getting going over at Hassett's, a lot of Rage Against the Machine, a lot of like Korn, Bizkit, it was like all that fast, real high paced, like,
that makes you want to fight.
Aggressive music.
Yeah.
And dude, I think we were hurting each other more.
Yeah.
And then John switched over to Bob Marley.
There you go.
Injuries went down. Yeah. The jiu-jitsu was still good, dude. The jiu-jitsu was still good, but people were flowing. Eric, so he just did his competition, right? And he was saying, he's like, man, Harold, he's like, the thing I listened to you about, like before this competition? I was like, what's up? He said, man, I had some Bob Marley playing in the headphones.
Eric listens. He
listens. And he said it calmed me down.
Yeah.
I felt good going in. I mean, of course, he finishes it with your move naturally with the leg lock. But
he got an armbar too, though.
Yeah, armbar. That's his thing. The armbar that's his thing. He said he's going to wrist lock the next guy. In honor of me, he's going to wrist lock his next competition. But the Bob Marley, he said it mellowed him out, and he just felt super comfortable. Hell, I was talking to him after we went to the bar after, I guess, yesterday or day before, whatever the hell it was. Yeah. Did he go to the bar with us? I don't know. He was talking about it. We were talking about going to the bar. Yeah, he was there. And he said, he was like, dude, when I was there, he's like, I never felt threatened the whole time. He's like, I felt like I was just in our normal class. He's like, he said there was no anxiety. There was nothing. It was just chill. So, but that's that comfort, right?
Yeah. He entered the flow state.
Yeah, man. But now, I don't want anybody to think this goes against what I'm saying when I say get comfortable being uncomfortable. Because when I'm talking about being uncomfortable, I'm saying when you're rolling, be willing to try things that maybe put you in a bad position so that you can learn to work your way out of it.
Yeah, that actually goes with what we were saying, if you think about it.
Right.
Because if you're comfortable being stuck in side control or stuck in full mount, you're not freaking out. You could start figuring out a way to get out or to adapt to it.
Absolutely. So you still have to have that discomfort. I'm just saying it doesn't need to be the discomfort of, oh, there's no bathrooms in this gym or something, something crazy. It's like, yeah, we got the barn out back. Just go to the
Okay, what's the deal with the air conditioning? Why do some schools do that? I'm sure like it'll be like 90 something degrees. Let's say it's 102 degrees outside. Okay. Inside your school, it's like 98. And then put a gi on and start rolling. Like what? Why do they do that?
Well,
we have this modern thing we invented called air conditioning. Like it eliminates that.
Okay.
Is there any real benefit to freaking suffering in 98 degrees? And on top of it, you have a gi on, big hot stinky gi, and now you're exerting yourself. At some point, this is all joking aside. At some point, there is a risk factor. I think it's not safe. At some point, now I'm not saying, I'm not saying 70 degrees.
But you run the risk of heat stroke.
At some point, you could get heat stroke, and it's just too much. I don't know what that threshold is.
Me either.
But I know. Go ahead. I asked you like 3 things. Go ahead.
No. So one of the benefits could very well be a benefit to the owner, to the shop owner. It costs less.
It's not like really what we're talking about. It could be just that, huh?
It could be. I mean, couldn't it be that they're just like, man, it's going to cost already this amount to cool the place down. But then when I got a bunch of people in there fighting and rolling around, it generates heat. So now the air conditioner has to fight against the generated heat from the bodies. It's going to cost me even more money.
But you write it off, though. That's probably a big part of the write-off.
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
So it would help you.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know. This is a good one for any owners out there. Like,
do they truly believe that there is some tangible benefit to doing that, or is it like a financial thing? I'd want to know.
Like, you think do they think it makes tougher fighters?
I don't know. Is that seems to be the way it's framed? I mean, that's what I always hear. Like, oh, you don't need that. They frame it like you're soft if you don't. Oh, we've been doing this like the hardcore way back. Right. Since the 30s.
Yeah, I think it's just a mentality that if it hasn't been gotten over by the owner, then maybe they're just going to ride it out, and they're like, hey, this is how I always did it because this is how I was trained.
Right.
And it then becomes one of those traditions. But
in the school.
It's a tradition that you don't actually know why it's a tradition.
Yeah.
And then if you go back far enough, it's just because
they didn't have AC
our
back
air
then.
Conditioner broke years ago, and we never fixed it. And that's why we always just fought in the hot ass heat.
Well, go back to the Gold's Gym analogy. It's like back then they didn't have air conditioning because those were just like, it was back in the 70s. Not everything had air conditioning back then, right?
That's true.
Now everybody does.
So it's like take those modern conveniences and integrate them. Just make it work. Make it work. Make
it comfortable. So what's your threshold in terms of, let's say, temperature-wise, where you're like, oh, man, I got to turn some AC on. This is too hot. Because what I do is I got to look around because I don't abuse it.
Right.
But I'll look around, and I notice that it's weird because my threshold is actually going higher. Because the other day, it was like 85 degrees in there, and I wasn't hot. I didn't even want to turn it on. That's the weird thing. But then I looked around the room, and everybody was like, dude, it's fucking hot in here. I'm like, okay, I'll turn it off for you guys. Right? So what is your threshold there for temperature-wise?
So for me?
Give me a number.
All right. I'm probably a terrible example for this because I just don't turn it on. I ain't gonna lie. And it's not for any reason like, oh, I'm making you tougher.
Do you consciously like, I'm not going to turn it on, or is it just you don't even think about it?
I don't even think about it.
Okay,
I come in and it's like whatever the temperature is. If it's ice cold, we're fighting ice cold. If it's super hot, we're fighting super hot.
So what if it was like 100 degrees in there? Would you just like?
I put the fan on. I don't know. I put the fans on anyway. Open the doors, put the fans on.
See, that's unusual.
Yeah.
So you just don't think about it.
I just don't. I mean, maybe it's because like I just never really cared, and it's like when it was 100 degrees, I just fought in 100 degrees. But again, I guess I'm a product of that old school. Yeah. It's just how it is, so I just never really worried about it. But I will admit, when you're running a class and it comes in when we come in and it's nice and cool, I like it better, dude. I guess I do like it better. But
sometimes like you walk in, it's like a sauna. You're like, oh my God.
Well, yeah. See, like it's those days.
You can't even roll well like that,
you know. But I see now. Maybe this is a nostalgic thing, and I'm sure it still happens at a lot of places when you're fighting and there's a bunch of people and the entire windows are just wet and fogged over, and it just seems like you're like, yeah, that's badass, dude. That's like, yeah, there's people in here putting in work. But you're right. I mean, does it really need to be? Do you need to be able to watch like steam come off?
I don't know. Are you putting in more work because you do 2 rolls in that temperature and you're drenched in sweat, where you do 5 rolls, you know, with a nice temperature, and
you
then
actually get more training if you just cool yourself down. And I think that's a really good point. Like I really do. When you said that, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like if it's so hot that I only get 2 rolls versus cool the place off, and now I'm comfortable enough to roll 5 times, well, that's extra 15 minutes of actually engaged, you know, training. Yeah, you make good points, Rob.
Sometimes I do.
I mean,
every now and then.
Everybody turn your air conditioner on. Unless you're in like Indiana or something like that, then you're probably freezing to death. So what, do you put the heat on?
Do we ever put the heat on? That's you know, it's
dude,
funny.
I've been
training
California
here. Dude, I've been training in this school for 14 years, and I don't know right now if we put the heat on.
I'll tell you.
Why was it controlling the air conditioning, the heating back then?
In New Jersey during the winter, it's cool.
You're gonna have to put it on at some point.
It's cool because now you got this big giant ice box, and everybody's fighting in the ice box.
I think we do maybe just take the edge off.
Yeah.
You know, I think we do just a couple months out of the year, like maybe December and January.
Right. Yeah. See, we used to have the big overhead fans over that. We still have
New Jersey. You definitely have it on.
And like even during the summer, we just run the overhead fans.
Because I know that I remember like in the wintertime, the mats are so cold.
Right.
Like my feet get cold. I got to wear socks sometimes. I think I'm soft, dude. When it comes to temperature, I'm soft, dude. Only when it comes to temperature, dude.
All right, I guess.
That's my weakness, man. I don't like extreme temperatures, so I'm a little biased in this one. But I do know, man, I remember I was wearing socks, dude, because my feet get so cold. My toes get numb.
Ugh.
It'll literally get numb. Like it's dead, like a dead toe.
Right. But doesn't that help you?
Oh, my God. I can't feel my toes.
It helps you resist foot locks, though.
That's true.
Somebody
I don't feel it.
The foot lock, you can't even feel it. You're like, breakage, Frenchie.
I'm not kidding, dude. I remember my toes would get numb. I was thinking I got to find a solution for that because it gets so cold. Maybe I have poor circulation, but I shouldn't. I don't think I do have poor circulation.
Right. But now, so
I'm going to get those little feet warmer things.
Oh, my God.
But you can't roll with socks. I can't.
How about that? I got a few buddies who
I've seen a couple guys
still roll in socks.
Yeah, but I don't know how you get traction though. For me, I feel like it's dangerous, man. You slip, split your groin.
Dude, I can think of.
I've seen a couple guys.
I'm not going to even call them out because I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they got no toes and they just want to wear socks. I don't know what the deal is.
Well, if I could roll in socks, I would in the wintertime. That's for sure.
They're just too slippery. Up. Wearing little booties and shit, trying to roll.
With those little rubber things on the bottom with the grip.
Yes. Yeah. But now also, when it's super hot though, right? The freaking floor, the mat, turns into a slip and slide.
It does,
dude.
yeah.
It's like true. The whole thing's just covered in sweat.
Pretty disgusting.
Which is pretty disgusting. It's like,
that's another reason. It's not like that when you got the AC on. It's a little bit, but it's not like that.
People sweat just
disgusting.
Damn. Slip and slide.
So I don't like rolling people when they're totally just drenched in sweat. I don't really care for that.
Sorry.
I'll do it. No, I'm not. I'll do it. Right? You can't control that. But I don't enjoy it.
No.
You know, sometimes people are so slippery you can't even submit them with anything. It's just too slippery. You know.
Oh my boy. I'm not even gonna call you out, but damn it, you know who you are. So he used to always roll in the gi, right? When we're doing gi, freaking super hairy chest, but also super sweaty.
That's pretty gross.
No rash guard.
Oh yeah. That's
so
all
he'd be
bad.
rolling. He'll get you in a position.
Got a face full of chest hair.
It's just wet chest hair.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
All in your face, and it's like, damn. I don't know, man. Is there benefit to that? Is there benefit to being able to get through that discomfort?
I guess there's the only benefit is just experiencing it, so it doesn't throw you off. Like we could get through those rolls, like it was kind of disgusting, but you get through it. It's not going to upset your game at all. You're just like, oh, that sucks.
That's I guess what I mean when I say get comfortable being uncomfortable.
So yeah, maybe there's some merit in having some of those hot days. So you're used to, at least you've experienced it, right? I wouldn't want to like not be able to function in those 95-degree
right. Like you don't want your body to shut down.
Like,
you're
I need to have
oh my god, I'm
conditioning.
so uncomfortable. I quit.
Yeah.
Like I mean, hell, dude, I took a freaking elbow like just square in the lips the other day, and I was just like, whatever.
Just keep rolling.
I'm like, yeah, it is what it is, dude. I was like, I'm not bleeding all over the place, and I was like, yeah, we're good. Because at first he was apologizing. I was like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just come on, man. Just keep fighting.
I just keep going, dude.
Yeah.
Get nailed in the face really hard.
Exactly.
Just keep going. Knee in the jaw or whatever.
Yeah, everything.
Keep going.
Absolutely. But see, that's what I mean. When I told you about me telling those chicks, I was like, hey, just like, how'd that feel? Keep going. You didn't like that.
Yeah, I don't like the how that feel thing. I don't like that. I'll keep going.
But you don't want them to throw it in your face.
Don't throw it in my face. That's all bad.
It's all out of love.
All right.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so turn the temperature down when it's super hot. If you're freezing, I don't know. If you're freezing, the place will probably warm up just through body heat.
But I'm glad I did those rolls in those uncomfortable, super hot, nasty, sweaty,
Absolutely.
like you said, the steam. I'm glad I did that, and I could still do it. So maybe there's value in both. I don't really care because all I know is that when I teach on Wednesday, it's nice and comfortable. If you guys want that sweat factory, go on any other night. So you're gonna get you're gonna get both.
Okay, right. So,
but sometimes Gus will run it though. Gus will run it if it's super hot. He's aware of it.
So maybe it just needs to be occasionally, just so you can feel it, just so you can understand it, right?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be your existence all the time.
Yes, but you should get some of that, I think.
Right. I don't think you should have to live in misery all the time.
No.
Especially not when you're paying for something and you're like, hey man, like I'm here to learn.
And
I don't want it to suck the whole time I'm learning.
Yeah. And I have no explanation for that, but I'm just telling you, man, my temperature threshold for the heat is going up because, like I said, I went in the other day and it was like 85, and I was good. Like I was like, I didn't even notice it. Like I wasn't even going to turn it on. I wasn't even on my radar. But then I was looking around and people were like, dude, it's hot in here. So I don't know why I would get to that point by having the air conditioner on. I don't know. And sometimes I feel like it's too cold now.
Yeah.
But I'll set the air conditioner to so I'll set it to where it's like maybe. For me, like 78 is a nice sweet spot.
Oh, okay.
78 is pretty good. If it gets below that, it's kind of cold almost.
Gotcha.
You don't want to be cold. 78 is a sweet spot for me.
See, but I don't know. Like I said, I guess I'm comfortable either way. It's like cold, hot. It is what it is.
Because they have the air conditioner set to like, once you turn it on, it automatically would go down to 75. And for me, I try not to let it get that cold because then it's like it's too cold. So I have to override it and turn it off at 78.
Here's the other part, though. Then you got to remember, damn. So now let's say you had your rolls and everything, and you're finished with the day and everything, and then you forget to turn the AC off or something.
You'll never be able to turn it on again. So
yeah, exactly.
That's a deal breaker.
I remember you were like, Gus was like, "Don't leave that damn air conditioner on." So I mean, but damn, I guess how many times does somebody have to mess that up for them to just go to hell with that? Because when they see that bill.
I put it on a card, though. You know how people have cards, checking cards? I have one card that says turn AC off.
Okay.
So when I sign everybody's card,
I
did turn this AC off.
Nice.
Because I am pretty absent-minded.
Yeah, right? You got the reminders. That makes sense. But what other things? Like, so back with the music, though, right?
Music. It's good. Okay.
What's the benefit of not having music?
The benefit of not having music? Well, not everybody's going to like the same music. That's one thing. What if they hate? What if they hate the music that we play or whatever?
Okay. So you telling me there's people out here who don't like Wu-Tang Clan?
There's probably. Well, okay, that's the thing too. Oh man, I should have brought it up. You shouldn't have brought it up.
I had to.
Okay. So here's the next thing.
Right.
Should I say it?
Yeah, of course. Go for it.
Oh, man, Harold, you don't know.
Look, I play a wide range of music, right? I play reggae, I play R&B, I play hip hop, I play hardcore rap, I play freaking oldies from the 60s and whatnot.
You do play a variety. I play it all. You do. You never know what you're going to get.
No, you don't.
I think the exception would be, oh man, you got to. But anyway, when there's like hardcore, like I don't think you should have in a business things like with a lot of profanity.
Okay.
Or especially like for me, coming as a Christian, definitely don't listen to that kind of stuff.
Right.
But I think from a business standpoint, you don't want to hear like, F this, F that, blah, blah, blah. You got a nice family coming. Hey, we're dropping off little Tommy here for his first second. I'll shoot this thing.
Right.
Right. So I think we should be mindful of that.
Okay, that makes sense. So, all right. So I guess in those instances, you should know your audience, right?
Know your audience.
Like,
and
you should know your
honestly,
audience. Now, of course, there always runs the risk of somebody just walking in off the street because they're like, hey.
And you don't know when that's going to happen.
They poke their head in. What's going on in here?
It might shed a bad light on it, make it look like it's, not professional.
I can see that.
You know what I mean? But then again, I could be just one of the only few that it maybe just bugs me. Maybe everybody else is like, cool, man, we like that. So I don't know.
Of course, but you make a good point, though. There is nothing under the sun that will please everyone. Like that's just never going to happen, right? So you kind of have to, you gotta have to juggle and say, okay, well, what am I willing to put out there? Let's see what kind of response we get.
And that's not the norm either. I don't want people thinking that like we're always putting like gangster rap on, because that is definitely not norm. Because most of the time you're putting on like it could be like.
It's usually reggae.
Or if it's like, it could be, you might get some 60s music one day, some 70s. It could be anything. It could be anything.
One time I had, I ended up putting on a bunch of stuff from some musicals because I remember the girls came in and they had just said, "Oh yeah, we just watched Wicked too." I was like, "Wait, hold on, I got the soundtrack."
Yeah.
Boom. So, I try not to do that too often either, because I don't think anybody wants to listen to show tunes all day while they fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But like, what's a good reason not to? Other than maybe everybody doesn't like the kind of music you want. Okay, there's one. But
maybe it distracts people. Does it distract you?
I don't know. So, well, okay.
But we turn it down though when you're teaching. We turn it off.
I play the music while we're drilling. I play the music while we're rolling. I play the music while we're warming up. But when you're teaching or if I'm teaching,
it stops.
Boom, I pause the music.
Yeah.
I run through my instruction. Everybody feels good. Cool, we got this. Any questions? No? Boom, let's get back out there.
Yeah.
And then we're back on the music. And then when the music's playing, I'm walking around, I'm roaming around, I'm seeing everybody how they're doing their technique. I'm assessing it. I'm seeing where, hey, let's tighten this up, let's change this. Nope, you're putting your hand in the wrong place. And if I need to bring it to, bring something to everybody's attention, hit pause again. I'm like, hey, by the way, this was a good question about the technique we're working. You should do X, Y, Z, right? And back to our regularly scheduled program. But what's the benefit of just silence?
I don't know.
Like, are we Buddhist monks here? Are we like?
I think they're just never thought about it really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like with the air conditioning, sometimes you just don't think about it. Maybe there's not even something that was practiced at their school,
right?
And they just came up without it, so there's no reason to really implement it. There's not really thinking. It's not on their radar, basically.
So it's not a real rhyme or reason. It's
no rhyme or reason.
They're not like did, so they don't.
Yeah, I don't think people are necessarily opposed to it. They just never really thought about it. Because a lot of schools do. Some of the other schools put music on.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
actually, I think a lot of them do. Put in the comments if you guys put music. Just put in there music, no music, music, no music. I'm really curious to see what the ratio is.
For real. Because
if it's
no music, I kind of want them to tell me why.
I want to see if there's a common denominator.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. Yeah. If you don't play music at your school, tell us why.
Like, I would think, and I don't know, but this is just a guess. I wonder if, like, the old traditional, like the Gracie Bajas, are they going to not have music? Because those are very structured, like, wearing the same gi. You have to kind of get permission to, like, leave off the mat. I mean, some are. I don't know if they still do that, but don't some, like, you have to get permission to leave off the mats. You can't just show up late. You can't, it's more structured. So, and some people like that structure. So maybe with those schools, I would guess that maybe they wouldn't have it.
Right.
But I don't know. I've never been inside a Crazy Bob.
I don't know. We have to check now.
There's one around here.
We're going to have to start just dojo storm in different places just to see if they play music. Like, what are you here for? It's like, we're just here to see if you play music, and then freaking run out.
I'm pretty sure, like, I know Aries and Precision, they have music on there.
Yeah.
But a lot of those guys came from our school,
yeah,
though, too.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're young cats who, like,
exactly.
They're not that old guard,
got to get into that flow, man.
Yeah, they're the new guard.
Damn. I don't know, everybody. I hope you play music. I mean, I think the world is a better place because we have music.
It should just be fun, in my opinion. But here's the thing, though. That's kind of our take on it, because we're kind of more hobbyists. We just want to go in there and have fun, do some rolling, training. That's
true.
Get the other benefits that you get out of it, the camaraderie. But there's another segment of the jiu-jitsu population that's like, man, I ain't doing this for fun. I want to be a world champion. I want to be this. I want to be that. And it's not fun necessarily for them.
It's work.
They're very very work focused.
I don't even like going to work without music.
I know, but.
All right, but maybe that's us. I don't know.
But here's the thing: I don't listen to that much music, to be honest. Like in my personal life, not really. But I do like to listen to it during jiu-jitsu. I like to. Like that's one of the places I definitely like listening to music is during jiu-jitsu and training.
Anytime I'm driving, stuff like that, I've always got music.
I'll have it on sometimes when I'm driving, but there are times where like I'll drive because I still go into the office once a week.
Right.
And it takes me about an hour to get there, and I would say most of the time I'm either listening to talk radio or there's times that there's nothing. Whoa. Just bones. But I'm just thinking stuff, I
guess.
Yeah, dude.
Wow, dude.
Got to be one with your thoughts. And
so you just looking at people, just driving down the road.
I'm just thinking things. I'm,
just looking
planning things out in my mind, mapping things out. I don't need to be constantly entertained with stuff.
I don't even know if it's just entertainment or maybe it's distraction. Shit,
it's distraction. I think it's distraction. I think it's just habit. It's habit, dude. That's all it is.
It could just be habit.
It's literally just habit.
Yeah, I don't know. I grew up, man. I just always had music in the house.
Yeah.
Like, even growing up, my mom or grandma, like they'd be cleaning or whatever.
I get it, man.
They're rocking some Aretha Franklin and all that
good
shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
We didn't really have it in our house a lot. Not really. No, not really.
Wow. I think it really, I guess everybody's miles may vary, right? Like damn.
Yeah.
I guess there's 8 billion people? Everybody's going to have a different experience. Yeah. Son of a bitch. All right. So anyway, everybody, we didn't mention, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And maybe you can help us get enough people to figure out why the hell everybody's not playing music in their jiu-jitsu schools.
Have more fun in your school, basically, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We don't want to have fun.
Oh,
we want to kill.
Who wants to kill like that?
Not kill, kill.
Kill. I remember we used to yell, kill, kill, kill with cold blue steel. Freaking in training with the bayonet training. It was crazy. Anyway, don't make jiu-jitsu that serious.
Yeah, really.
Man, just kind of chill out a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like.
See, now that's where I would say, like, if you need that, go to a school that offers that.
Right.
Because you're not going to be happy in another school that does. If that's you won't be happy in that fun vibe school, right?
Yeah, man.
Just like the fun vibe school guy probably wouldn't be happy in the super serious. You got to find the right flavor for you.
Absolutely not. I looked at this meme. It was guys rolling. He's like, I'm one of the competitors, and he's training at a school that's kind of like that kill, kill, kill school.
Yeah.
And he's like. He hears his coach from the sideline yelling, "Break it, break it!" He's like, and the guy he's rolling with was just telling him, "Oh yeah, man, I'm a father too. I got a meeting tomorrow morning after this. I got to go in." And he's like,
there was something I saw on YouTube. It was a guy rolling. He's an older guy too. This cat must have been in his 50s,
right?
And he's rolling with this young guy, probably his 20s. Did the guy heel hook him and he just ripped his whole knee out?
Dude,
it was just during training.
Well, it looked like it was just training, but they had said they had made a bet. I remember exactly which one you're talking about.
Okay,
and then the guy looked all surprised after he broke his freaking.
What was the
bet?
Guy
who did it? It was like $1,000.
Oh, $1,000. Yeah, you signed up for that.
$1,000 for
You signed up for that.
It was amongst a small group of people.
Yeah, I don't feel sorry for him now.
Oh, dude.
Well, $1,000, you're gonna try to get that submission, and you're not gonna go. Why am I gonna heel hook you and give you a chance to work out of it? No, dude. Unfortunately, that sucks. But
so don't make bets and then
not for $1,000. No, dude. You basically signed up for a $1,000 competition. That brings out the worst in people sometimes.
What's the lowest amount of money you think somebody will take to snap somebody's leg off?
I'm not saying he deserves to get his leg ripped out for $1,000, but but if you want to see,
what if it's $100?
No, but that's been my whole thing with a lot of these. If you really want to get more, higher level competitors,
right?
You got to add a financial component to it.
Yeah,
that brings people out of the woodwork.
Totally. I mean, it can't just be the plastic metal. No. It's got to be more.
Yeah. That would motivate the guys on the sidelines that don't compete, that maybe have all the talent that maybe would. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm about to ask this, and I can already know a couple of our guys are going to answer real stupid. But all right. So if you're in a competition and it's on the line, it's like it's do or die. But the winnings, $50 gift certificate to like Arby's, right? So are you willing to snap somebody's bone for a $50 win?
I think they would.
Put it in the comments if you're willing to take somebody out of the game for months on end for a $50 gift certificate to your favorite restaurant. Would you do it? All right.
They do it for a plastic metal. Why would not?
Damn. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know, man.
You're right. They'll do it for a T-shirt. They'll do it for a T-shirt.
Pack of matches.
You people are savages.
They're ruthless, man. Right. They'll do it for nothing in a class, just training in a role.
Oh my God! Be nicer to everybody. Good Lord, people. All right. So anyway, we are just joking.
No, most people are pretty good.
Yeah,
actually.
You guys are actually pretty cool, man. I appreciate that. The jiu-jitsu community as a
legit,
whole,
dude. They're good.
They're freaking good people, man.
Heck yeah.
Even the ones that are weird, they're still good people. So if you're a weirdo out there, we still love you too.
Facts.
All right. Well, anyway, that's all we really wanted to talk about today. We wanted to give our take on, being comfortable or not being comfortable. And we're really interested in hearing what you've got to say about the subject. So until next time, make sure you guys keep training, get comfortable being uncomfortable, and we will holler at you next time on Open Mat Chronicles.
Keep training.
Us.